I'm so excited to introduce Lisa Pacheco. Thank you for coming to our podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, we are so excited to have you
very
here.
Honored.
Welcome to the open circle. Oh,
Okay.
one thing I didn't show you guys.
What?
This is literally, get that one side, lift up the table, an open circle.
Oh,
We can hide stuff inside.
Okay, well,
I love that.
I have something
Total
with the
intentional.
open circle.
Oh my God, no way, what?
Okay, so I was talking to you on the phone when we were discussing doing this, right? And I got off the phone and I went back into the cave and I decided, oh, what does God want to say about this? So I pulled my cards out and I picked a card and it was talking stick. Do you guys know what a talking stick is?
I want to say yes, but I want you to explain.
I know, exactly. Thank you.
Okay, so a talking stick in Aboriginal or Native American circles or whatever, they would use it in their tribal gatherings, and whoever had the talking stick was able to release everything in their heart and nobody would interrupt them. Okay? They could say everything and anything that they wanted to. And then when they pass on to the next person, everybody be quiet again and let the next person talk. So, okay, just a little disclaimer, I'm not the best crafter.
I think she is.
And actually, I thought I had 2 more weeks to do
you
this.
actually brought something.
I had to do this morning. Okay, so I don't know who to give it to.
Give it to
Go ahead.
Jeanna. No, give it to Jeanna.
I'm going to say put it here in the
Okay.
middle to both of us. Can we? I'm so excited.
Oh, it's our first. No, it's our
Right
second
here.
gift. This is our
Both
second
of us.
gift. We got a crystal on the first one.
Oh, that's right. We did get a crystal. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
know why I'm holding my
I feel like I should be like, please.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
We
gosh.
have a talking stick.
Yeah.
Okay. I love, thank you.
Oh
First
my
of all, thank you so much.
It was God.
Oh my God. See, this is why I love God.
Well, in that case,
Here, I don't want you to
you have the floor. Of course, this is beautiful. Oh,
Let me throw this over here.
I love this.
oh, this is beautiful.
I love that.
If I had more time, it would probably be a
This
little
is
bit better.
definitely going to be here on our table. Like, this is all a part of it. Like, this is so beautiful.
Thank you so,
Thank you
so
so
much.
intention.
Well,
Well, you pulled the
just
card.
came-
Yes.
it's true.
Okay, so can I
Exactly.
tell you a vision that I've had?
Oh my God. This is
So
great. I love
we
this.
were talking about the Open Circle podcast. We were like, God, we'd love to have a place downtown somewhere in Brentwood when the time is right, where we have an open circle once a month, where it is
Ooh,
open to
yes.
the public
Almost
and
forgot
people
about
can
this.
come in. It'd be like maybe 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, one day a week, one day a month, something like that. People can come in and have an opportunity to share and talk.
idea. And we can bring the talking stick.
And love that idea.
Cool. That's cool.
Thank you for
I
helping us.
Cannot tell you
with
the
this.
synchronicities and the things that have been
everything.
coming to play,
That's
and
how it
people that have
works.
been telling us, oh my God, we'll help you any way we can. I'm like, I'm so grateful.
This just
So
confirms
amazing.
that we are on the right path.
Oh,
It
yeah.
does.
Oh, I'm so happy
Thank
to
you,
have
God.
you here. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you, Lisa. This is
Thank you.
such
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
Lisa.
gift. I absolutely love it so much.
I do too.
Oh, my heart is like pitter pattering right
I love
It makes me
that.
happy.
now. Okay, so
All right.
let's get into some business. Let's talk about who Lisa is and what Lisa does. So why don't you tell us?
About the cave?
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
us who you are, what you do. Give it to us, girl.
I am Lisa Pacheco, as you both know. I own the Crystal Salt Cave downtown.
No, you're just talking to us.
Talking to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was supposed
It's
to do.
okay. We can start
Okay.
over if you want, because I could clip it. It's
Okay.
okay.
All right. Well, all right. So I'll do it again. All right. Am I looking at you or you?
No, you can look at any one of us. It does
Okay.
not matter whatsoever.
Just like we're
Yeah.
just
We're just
casually
sitting here talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being girls.
Okay. You know what? Hold on.
Yeah, get more comfy. There you
Yeah.
go. See, you can move
Let's
anything
talk.
around. You can do what you need.
Right?
You can throw that pillow on
I
the
know,
floor.
right?
It don't matter, girl.
I think I might be
Okay.
the same thing.
This is
I
the whole
know.
purpose of this. Just get comfy and let's
Right?
talk.
Okay, so I am.
Pretty.
We're getting nice and cozy.
I have fuzzies from the stuff.
But this
from
is
the
what we do. We help
strings
each other
and
out.
Feathers and
It's all
kinds of
good.
stuff.
You look great.
So I am.
Mhm.
What I own is something that is kind of original. It started in Europe back in the 1800s. There was this doctor that would go from town to town, and he was like Germany and Poland or something like that. And he noticed that when he would come to the area that had the salt mines, that his people there weren't sick. They didn't get allergies. They didn't have coughs and colds. They didn't get the flu. They were just unusually healthy.
Wow.
So that's how it kind of came to be. They started studying it and figured out that it was a really good thing for you to be breathing salt. So if you also think back to, I don't know, old movies or whatever, they when somebody was sick in those old movies from the 1800s or whatever, they would send them to the ocean so that they would get the salt air.
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, I did not think about
Have you
that.
ever heard that in any of the movies? Yeah, they would send them to like mineral spas or to the ocean so that they would get healthier. Like usually people that had like, TB, something that was like,
Right.
so non-curable. I think. Yeah, or curable, I guess. We haven't thought about it. Those are examples in the movies that I know. So anyways, there is something to this, right? So they were really popular in Europe for a long time, and probably, I don't know, a couple decades ago, they started moving them to the east coast of the United States, and they have kind of a lot of them over there. And then when I opened the cave, there weren't that many here on the west coast. So they're starting to be a little bit more prevalent. There's a couple of them. But so I actually didn't, confession. I did not get into the salt cave for all the reasons that I just gave you guys.
Okay.
I actually was just trying to find a place to do Reiki, and my friend had talked about it, and she was, kind of like, "Oh my God, this is an amazing thing," and she was showing me. I was like, "Ooh, I'd love to do Reiki in there." So I went into it for that reason, and actually, it was kind of funny because. The salt actually has all these benefits, right? It's good for lungs, skin, ear, nose, throat issues, anxiety, depression, and insomnia. The other thing is that the salt actually clears out any positive ions in your home, in the cave, wherever it is. So if you have a salt lamp at home, that's what it's doing for you at home.
Oh,
Very
right.
good.
Okay.
Right?
She's on all the time.
But the cave the whole thing is made out of it, right? So there's like not one single positive ion in there. So every time somebody would go in when I first started and they were just doing the halotherapy, I'd have to walk in and wake them up because they were asleep. And I'm like, why is everybody going to sleep? Like, why are they coming to pay to take a nap? It doesn't make
Oh my
any
gosh,
sense,
that's so
right?
funny.
So then I started researching and I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
So it actually
So-
does help you because
Oh.
I do notice when I have a session with you,
Mhm.
I sleep really well that night.
You definitely will.
Okay, good
Yeah.
to know. And how long have you been doing Reiki prior to doing the Soul Cave?
Actually, I started at the Salt Cave, so I've only been doing it for 3.5 years now.
It's just so
Well,
natural
that's
for
not
you.
true. Professionally, I should say.
Okay.
Like I did it for friends, family, my
I'll say, 'cause you have
dogs.
a
Like,
gift.
yeah.
Like-
definitely.
Thank you.
My first session with you, granted we knew each other. You don't know nothing about me, really.
Right.
But when you did your work, you knew stuff about me.
Yeah.
That a lot of people didn't know. Like you found things, and I'm like, how did?
So what I did when I first started was I worked with angels. I have archangels in my cave. And so I started working with them, just creating like a playbook of signs and symbols so that they could tell me what was happening with the person. I had to do it though. So
So it was
You
almost
train-
like you were
you trained your
creating a
angels?
language,
Yes.
creating a language
Yeah.
between you and the divine.
Yes.
Is basically what you were
Yeah.
doing.
So like, I mean, it took a long
Mhm.
time and it's developed and I still get new signs and I have to sit there and go, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, and most of the time I have to ask the person that's laying there. I'm like, I don't know what this means. You know, can I
Or
get
she'll
it?
tell you, I've never seen this before.
Yes.
Yeah.
They love to do that with me with people I know really well too.
Yeah.
So, which is nice because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it with like a first time person that I don't know, you know.
They'll be
Right.
like, does she
Yeah.
even, they'll probably have doubts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so like I said, they're all still developing. I get them new all the time, and I still have to figure them out. But it's just creating, like you said, the language between me and the divine. So yeah, that's how I know. It's not
She
that
said
I actually
that.
know.
I was like, I think I said, I can't remember what I just said. Oh, no, I said you're training your angels.
Oh no, they're
They're training her.
They're training
I like
me.
she said better the language between the divine. I was like, oh no, that hits better. Me,
Yeah.
I was just like,
Because
never came out of
working
my
with
mouth.
Reiki, you're working with God. I mean, you're
Yes.
like, this is like,
It's divine
I'm-
energy.
Yeah, it's
So
divine
you-
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you're
Absolutely.
saying, I have the power. This is
No.
working with God.
No,
So,
actually, in the beginning of every session that I do, you guys will know this.
mhm.
I put you in there, and I say, "I'll be back. I'm going to go do a prayer for you." And my prayer for the person that's in there is, "Allow me to help you help them."
Aw,
That's simply it.
I
So,
love it.
unless you've told me something specific you want to work on, then I ask for that too.
And you know it's so true. You can feel the intention of that when you come in.
Yeah.
Now, recently I had a conversation about you with somebody, and they had claimed that they had leg injury, a leg pain,
Mhm.
and they went to go see you, and they were surprised at one session. And this was somebody who was like a little leery about hearing Reiki. They weren't sure what energy work was, but they went in to go see you. And she said, wow, I cannot believe I left that place feeling so much better than when I walked in.
I know who you're talking about. It was groin pain,
Yes.
and she also had PTSD.
Oh.
And so I worked on that and got rid of that. It's like this wavy thing above
Which
your
is,
head.
when we think about it, it's like emotional blockages
Mhm.
are like somewhere in our bodies,
Yeah.
you know, from traumas, PTSDs, anger, whatever you want to call it.
Mhm.
And you are able to help release that.
Yes. So she also told me that she doesn't cry when she thinks of a specific situation anymore. So shows that that went away too.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love your healing
So,
abilities.
let me, okay, just for everybody out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our audience
Hi.
here.
Okay. So what Reiki is, can I
Yeah,
explain
of
that?
course
Yes,
you can.
please.
Some people don't know.
This is
Mhm.
my canned answer. Anybody out there is watching that knows me have probably heard it before. But okay, so Reiki is a ancient form of Japanese energy healing. The premise is that we all have hurts in our life that we store in our body someplace.
Amen.
So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to say that your energy circles your body like this. Doesn't really, but this is just for an example. It's going around like this, okay? But during your life, you have all these hurts that happen, and all of a sudden, you've stored something here and here and here and here and here and here. So then your energy is like doing this. It's like a detours everywhere, right? So it's
Yeah.
not flowing the way it should be. So one, you're sluggish and slow. Two, when those things are there too long, they will actually cause you physical pains. So what I do is I go in and I remove them so that the energy flows and the pain goes away. That's kind of the simplest version of how it works. Okay. There's also another component that really doesn't have to do with Reiki itself, but I love this, so I use it in my practice. And that is that Louise Hay. Go out and buy the book.
I love Louise Hay.
She has this book called How to Heal Your Life, and there's a list of ailments that can go wrong with you. And her thought process was that everything you think, especially if it's a bad negative thought,
Mm-hmm.
you're creating dis-ease in your body someplace. So the chart is like back pain, knee pain, vertigo, like whatever it is, it's like a list of stuff. But she wrote it back in the 80s, so there are some things in there like Crohn's that aren't in there at all.
Yeah.
So anyways, you can go see what you're thinking to cause your pain. Okay, so how I figured this out was back in my early 30s.
That was like
Okay, it was the other day.
Wasn't that long ago.
Feels like it. Anyways, I was going through a divorce, and I was supporting my ex-husband and our child. And he would go to school for a semester, and then he would decide, I can't finish this right now. And he'd take an incomplete, and we'd have to pay for another semester. And he never got anywhere. So I was like, yeah, I'm done. So anyways, we were going through a divorce, and I was like having to support him and our child and me. And I was like freaked out about money. I mean, super freaked out because I didn't know how I was going to do it. And all of a sudden my back goes out. I'm like 32 years old, and I'm talking seriously goes out. I have 4 ruptures in my L4, L5.
Oh my Lord.
And my doctor is looking at me going, you are too young to have these
and
issues.
You didn't have
like,
an injury?
What? Nothing. Like all I did was I moved a pot. Like it was nothing. Right. And all of a sudden I have to be on the floor with my forehead on the floor because otherwise I'm screaming in pain. So I had surgery, and then the following year it happened again, and I had to have surgery again. And then I met my current husband, who just is my knight in shining armor, and I haven't really had issues since. So later on in life, I find this book, and I was like, I wonder what all my things are, right? So I go and I start looking it up. And when I looked at back pain, and there's upper back pain, middle back pain, and lower back pain. They're completely different. They're kind of similar, but different. So lower back pain, where mine was fear of money, lack of financial support. And I was like, oh my God.
Girl.
I'm like, okay. So then I'm looking at my other things, and everything is totally right on. So she was on to something. So I use this in my practice so that if I'm working on somebody that has like a severe issue somewhere, we can go and we can look it up, because I can fix things in the cave, like when I'm working on you. However, if you walk out and you're still thinking the same things you were thinking before, guess what? It comes back, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
like,
true.
I'm not into getting people to come 10, 12 times or anything like that. I want to fix the person the first time. And I usually have pretty good success at that. So I like to all encompass like everything. I want that person to feel great when they walk out, and be able to stay that way. Right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So every Reiki practitioner is actually very different because of their own experiences and what they've learned in life. Right. So for me, I've always been intuitive. That's number one. Number two, I was also trained in crystal energy healing. So that was like the first thing I incorporated in with my Reiki sessions. And most recently, I have got this passion for tuning forks. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was like just kind of like, you see a cute little dog and you get little heart eyes. It called me, right? So I decided, okay, I'm going to learn this. And I went about it as I didn't take a course. I wanted to do it on my own. So I first just got them and I started playing with them just to see what would come out of me naturally, and what I thought it should be. And then I started studying different variations of tuning fork healing, right? So then I started taking things out of each of those, and I've incorporated it and made it my own. And I think it's actually, I started adding them on at the end of Reiki sessions, right?
Yeah.
And I got really positive feedback.
So can you explain more about what the tuning forks do?
Yes. Okay. So this was the first book I read, right, was horrible.
That's why I use YouTube.
Oh my God. It was so scientific. I am not scientific, right? So it was like 3 pages a night, and I'd sit there with my eyes crossed, right? And so I was like, okay, all right, just get through it. Just keep going. Just do it. And every once in a while, it'll give me this nugget. Okay. This was the first nugget. And it made me go, ooh, right? Warm fuzzies. So our bodies are frequency. We all have heard this, right? And tones, frequencies, vibrations. And so in this book, they were doing all the sciencey things, and they actually gave a scientific explanation that I really liked. They were talking about how back in the 60s, we would send these new astronauts, our first ones, into outer space, and they would all get sick. It was called space sickness, right? So I'm going to stop there on that story, and I go back to another scientific thing they'd said before, which was that on this earth, in any given minute, scientifically proven, there are 50 lightning strikes on the earth, all over, right? And it's kind of like a defibrillator for the heart when somebody has a heart attack. And it creates this sound frequency vibration in the center of the earth, which our hearts are attuned with.
I've
So
heard that one before.
So when the astronauts would go to outer space, they couldn't hear, feel the earth, and that's why they would get sick. And when they came back, they were fine. So
That's
now
why they age hella fast out there.
probably too.
Right?
So that's a
And they
good
come back
point.
looking older.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, so what they do now is they put these like little transponders on the ships and they give off the frequency, and now astronauts don't get sick, that sickness anymore, at least. You know?
Huh.
And so that one was like, ooh.
But
I
do they
like
still
this.
age?
They
Like
look like it. Like the last time they came
Yeah.
back, the ones that got stuck for a minute,
Yeah.
they looked like they aged really quick. and
Yeah.
They're not even up there a year.
Yeah, it's faster for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't
Maybe
know.
those transponders a lot more than on
They
that
need
ship.
something else besides that. Probably
They
like
need
some sun
I
or
was gonna
something.
say they
I was
need
gonna say.
a lamp in there.
Right, there you go.
Lamp in there.
Wow.
Okay, so that was like the nugget. That was
Yeah,
like drew
yeah.
me in. And this particular one talked about how people. So as a Reiki person, I'm working in the body mostly. I do a little bit outside the heart, but in general, I don't work in the auric field, right? So um, this does. This is all this does, and it's called drag and drop. And so you drag with the tuning forks, and I can feel like different changes in the tone, in the like my elbow will tingle or my hand will tingle. I know I found something. So what those things are, they call them shattered pieces of the soul, because something that happened, they've gone out into your aura. So you aren't whole because part of you is out in your aura, right? So I find them and I take them and I put them back in you, and they need to assimilate. And I've done this for you. You can attest to this. Sometimes it takes a couple days and you don't feel so great, but afterwards you do, right?
Exactly.
So,
Not feeling so great, like emotional.
so it's different.
Physically.
Okay, so
For me, it was
everybody
physically.
could be
Yeah.
different. It's almost like you're detoxing
Kinda.
in some ways,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like somebody might get like kind of irritable for a couple days. Somebody might have a migraine.
So don't do this before my podcast.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
good to
don't.
know.
That's what happened with me. I had done migraines in a long time because I took something to get rid of them, and then it happened, and I was like, I told her, and she's like, yeah, this is what's going on.
Yeah. But you feel better because you're
Yes.
whole afterwards,
Yeah,
right?
no.
So anyways, so that's why I do the Reiki. Now I've added that in because I feel like it's like kind of all encompassing. Like I could really make a person feel really good afterwards. Well, after 2 days, I guess.
You feel like this is your calling, don't you?
Yes. So then I studied other versions of the tuning forks, and so I use the sound ones. They create sound more than vibration, and then I have some that are for vibration only.
So are you scanning this from the whole body or just over your chakra centers?
So when I'm doing the one I was talking about, the dragging thing, that's just in your aura.
Okay.
Okay. That's one thing that I do. And then the second thing is I do the sound ones for the chakras, because it like when you put the sound next to your whatever chakra it is, because each chakra is different, right?
Right.
When you put the sound next to it, it like kind of tunes it like you're tuning a guitar, right? Okay.
Oh.
Then the vibrational ones do some really cool things. So if you have like muscle issues or skeletal kind of issues, the vibrations of them. So I try to do them all. It depends on the person and what they have going on. So I pick and choose what I will do for a person based on what they need the most. So some things will get left out, but I try to do some form of the tuning forks with.
So you tailor your sessions for the individual. That's
Yeah.
It's good to know. So it's not just the same shoe for everybody.
Exactly.
I like that.
So then getting back to what you had asked me before about what I've done in the cave. Okay. So I do my Reiki sessions. We have the Halo therapy sessions. Those happen all the time. But every once in a while we have special events. And one of the things two things that we do, I have a studio attached to the cave, and I rent it out for practitioners that want to teach classes or whatever. And I have a house yoga person, and I have a house sound bath person. So every once in a while we'll do a special event where they're doing them in the cave with the halotherapy. So like once a month is yoga. We call it salty yoga.
I love it.
Is that inside the salt cave?
Yes.
Oh, it is?
Doing the halotherapy.
Oh.
So there's only 4 people that can fit.
Yeah.
And then we do the sound baths in the cave. And those are like once every 2 months or so. But they're really intense. So we discovered this. My roommate, my person that rents for me, there is Gabriella, and she used to have retreats, right? And so part of it would be I did some Reiki for the people, and we had somebody come in and do the sound baths, right? Well, we did them laying down first. And then all of a sudden we decided, oh, well, maybe we should bring the chairs, the zero gravity chairs out into the studio. Excuse me. And it was like the coolest thing. It was like this discovery. It was like, oh my God, that was so intense, because it was like the sound was on top, but it was also coming up from underneath you. Because when you lie down on a yoga mat, you just feel what's on top.
Right.
So we were like, this is kind of cool, right? And so then we're like, we should do this in the cave. And so we did. And so the cave is smaller than the studio, which makes the sound more intense. And then you got the zero gravity chairs, and then you're doing the halotherapy. It's like this whole full immersion thing.
Like the ultimate sound bowl experience.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that, but like, I like it. I like the floating pool ones. I did that with Michelle, and that was amazing. So I mean, I don't want to say that, but it is really cool.
The benefits of these sound bowls are amazing.
Absolutely.
So really quick though, in case people out there don't know, what is halotherapy?
Halotherapy is just going in to breathe the salt in the room. Okay. So I have zero gravity chairs. I'm playing meditative music, or I have guided meditations people can do. And you just go in, sit in the zero gravity chair, listen, and just simply breathe. Because I have this little machine that it's called a halo generator, and I put surgical grade salt into it, and it grinds it up super fine. So it goes into the room and mixes with the air and makes it like very salty air. And then you just simply breathe and let it fall on you.
Perfect. So if you wanted to go in there by yourself, just have a little downtime.
Yep.
You can rent it. And you do it for 45 minutes, an hour?
So 25-minute sessions and 45-minute sessions, and it's $1 a minute unless you have packages. But
perfect.
I'm going to start doing memberships.
Okay.
I love that idea.
Great idea.
Yeah. So there'll be ones with like maybe like one Reiki and one 25-minute session per month or something for, discounted price, or just halotherapy. 45-minute sessions, just halotherapy. 25-minute sessions. I don't. So I'm still working on that, but that's going to be coming soon.
I love that.
Or what are the how do I word this? What days are your in-house yoga and sound bowl person in?
Okay, so for studio we have So the yoga person is every Tuesday. Period. End of subject. I have a Tai Chi Cha instructor that teaches at 11 o'clock on Monday mornings, and his are free. He's an amazing guy, and he just
you can go in and get some free time.
He kind of had the same experience with I did about like what my calling saved my life, right? Yeah. So his did too. He broke his neck, and it literally saved him. So he's very passionate about it, and so he just does it for free for people. So so that's those are the 2 regular ones. And then my sound bath person will do 2 to 4 a month, just depending on her schedule. And all of those things I post on my Instagram account. So they will do an advertisement for their people or whatever, and then they tag me, and I will put it up on my story so that people can see, and then they can contact them for, So
you have room to include more.
Oh, yes, definitely. Thank you.
Perfect.
Yes. I would love more. Yes. I also have a lady that comes in and teaches about essential oils.
Oh,
which I think is really cool.
I can guess who this might be.
You think you know who it is?
Heidi?
Yes,
I love Heidi. Heidi, we're getting you on the podcast.
Yay!
We talk about her every single one. We're like, get on here now.
I love
Get Heidi out here. Yeah. So I sell doTERRA products. And then I have her come in, and she does a class like once a month and teaches, I think, this is funny. One class was Save the Tatas.
Oh, I love it.
I remember when she did that. Yes.
But
I didn't make it that one, but I was going, I need to go to that.
But like some of them are like, medicine cabinet makeover. She will teach you what you need to get rid of like your cleaning products, or she really hates the poop spray in the bathrooms. Like
Oh my
she
God,
hates
that's
those.
I love her
So,
for these. That's so funny.
so she'll teach you how to make your home non-toxic. And then she also teaches like top 10 oils and what they can do for you.
I love that.
Yeah. So like it's really an amazing class. So she
it.
comes in once a month.
I love that because you're collaborating with other
Yes.
business women around here.
Yeah.
I
Other
love
healers,
this.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I know this is going to be aired before Halloween. And don't you have a Halloween event that you're currently working on?
I am working on it. I don't know. It just depends.
It's still being worked on.
It's still
right
being
now.
worked on. I'm still trying to find some talent. So,
Well, what are you looking for?
Let's put it out
okay.
there. Exactly.
All right. So what I need.
Again, this is going to be aired before
Okay.
then.
All right.
Who do you wanna
So
collaborate with?
what I need is I currently have a tarot reader, and she's
Okay.
amazing. She's actually going to start doing some things in the studio. She's got two things planned so far. It's an art thing and art and tarot. You should probably come to that. Okay. Anyways, sidetracked. Sorry.
That's what we do. It's
Pretty
awesome.
shiny objects.
Right?
Yeah.
We're used to it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. So, wait, I forgot where I was.
Who you want to collaborate
Oh,
with.
that's
Yes.
right. Okay, so I have a tarot reader and me doing energy healing in the cave. And I would love to have a medium, like a what is this? The teacup readers. I thought that would be really cool. A
Oh.
palm person, an astrologer, an aura reader, something. Like
Okay.
I would love 2 more people to be able to come and do the event
Okay.
with me.
So you heard she would love to put on this Halloween event. Contact Lisa.
Yes.
So, and how can people reach you?
So the cave number is 925-392-7258. And I answer it at all hours.
But don't call her. We got you.
But I'm in bed by 9.
Do not disturb it. 9 o'clock. So do not bother. Okay?
Be careful what you put out there.
Good. This is true. Thank you. That's funny.
Oh,
Okay,
good.
so we are going to help you gather so many people for this event.
I would love it.
Do you have like a theme for it? Because I know there's like a
I
lot of
do.
Hocus Pocus going around, Harry Potter going around.
Okay, so it's in the spirit of Halloween, I'm calling it.
Okay.
And the passes are called Down the Rabbit Hole passes. So what it does, the pass itself gets you to be able to reserve your time in like the 1 hour slot, so that you're guaranteed that you can come in, and it saves you money. So normally when I had 4 people doing this, it was like $30 for 15 minutes, or if you bought the pass, it was only $100. So that's why most people did it that way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And can you start purchasing the passes yet? Not yet.
No, until
Okay.
I
So build
have,
the event, right?
I need to
You will
have the
definitely
people.
hear
So-
more.
You
Yes.
need more
More to come.
collaborators. Yeah, you need more collaborators,
Yeah.
people that want to be a part of it.
Yes.
And I have a question as a vendor.
Mhm.
Are you charging your vendors to join you for this?
For the
To
Halloween
help out?
event?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is there
yeah.
a vendor fee?
Well, okay, so yes,
Okay.
it's like
Good.
I try to make it as little as possible, but so like last year I charged like I was told to charge 30% of what they were making, and that
Okay.
turned out to be way too much.
Yeah.
So I knocked it down to like 20,
Okay.
and I so probably that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, just curious in case
Yeah.
anybody wants to collaborate. They
Yep.
know you
And the
gotta pay to
best-
play.
But
Yes,
the best part,
100%.
the best part for the people that come in is that they're going to get exposure to a whole bunch of new people that they
Exactly.
don't have, and they can hand out their cards and make other appointments with all of these people, so they can have an opportunity to make a lot more money
And participate in
Yeah.
a fun evening.
and a really fun evening. Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think we actually have a couple of referrals for you for collaborations. So,
I could
Oh,
already
good.
think of quite
Yeah.
a few.
Good.
mhm.
For this event,
Yeah.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Yes. Don't worry. We already looked at each other like.
I know. We're like, we know. We know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that
Yay.
is kind of like the purpose of why we're wanting to do this whole open
Yeah.
circle, to help people collaborate, to help people connect together, to see what we can do. And I want to get more involved in events. That's why I'm like, all right, what can we
Yes.
do to bring events to the Crystal Cave.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
And-
I would
and
love to have more.
We want to know also like how we can help, where you need help. What is it? Not just you, but anybody sitting
Yeah,
here in
right.
this
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
How can we help you? Because between the two of us and whoever's on the couch, we know so many people that we could put our
Right.
brains together and create something amazing. Or somebody can help out where they didn't know that you needed help, or you might find your next business partner or whatever. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
We want to be able to help make those connections
Yeah.
and help people realize that
You
they're
guys
not
are the
alone.
best. Okay, I have one more thing to announce.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can tell us anything.
I am also, I'll tell you the story behind it, but I've got a Reiki class coming up.
Yay!
I'm going to teach finally.
I love
So it's
Good job.
Thank
girl.
you. The 18th and 19th of October,
Okay.
and my son almost has it. He's got the whole thing on the
Your
website.
assistant.
My it.
I have Chat GPT.
Oh, yeah,
You got your
she's our
son.
assistant, yeah.
we call him it. He's my IT guy. So he's got it all put together, except for I wanted him to change a couple things, and he got a flat tire, so he's been dealing with that.
Of
So he
course.
needs to come back and fix that so I can post it, and then I can announce it and put it out there to the world. So I'm going to have a limited amount of people, 8, that's it, that I could train, and the 18th and 19th. So
That.
yeah.
I love that.
If somebody wants to
Yeah.
learn how to do Reiki, they can come to your class.
yes,
And learn.
yes.
Now,
Okay.
is it going to be a one-time thing, or should they come multiple times? What do you suggest?
So I'm teaching level 1 and 2.
Okay.
And that's all I'm committing to right now, right? There's master's level, there's Karuna level, and I can teach all of it because I've taken every class you could possibly take. So I'm able to teach it. However, I just want to start with the 1 and 2 and see how that goes and make sure I'm going to do, justice to everybody, which I'm sure I will, but it's going to be fine. I have little Rebecca. She's going to be my assistant.
I love that.
I
You
know.
got a great assistant.
Yes. But I have to tell you the story about how it started.
Let's hear
Yes,
it,
please.
We all know Jan. We all know.
Story.
Yes.
We all know Janice, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
little love bug Janice,
Janice
right?
is such a
I
love.
love Janice.
This was probably a year ago. We're all in DMP together, and so we would meet over at Sip and Scoop or whatever before to get a tea before the meeting started. And one day I walked in there, and she comes running up to me, and she grabs me, and she goes, "Lisa, I'm so excited." I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "God told me you're going to teach me Reiki," and I'm like, "What?" Like, wait a minute, what?
Wow.
Because I never wanted to be a teacher of anything. Like everybody in my family is a teacher, and I rebelled against it. I'm like, nope, not going to do that. I was an accountant for schools, but I was not a teacher, right? So I was like, wait, no, I can't. What? And then I was like, all of a sudden, it was like this vision. You have the studio, you have everything you need. I was like, oh crap, okay.
Do you know that I have found like those situations are the most uncomfortable, yet they're the most rewarding.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? When you do
situation.
something that you are uncomfortable with, like, hello, this right here for me.
Well, I never would have done it on my own. So God had to go through Janice, basically, right? So then I'm still kind of on the edge, and I'm thinking, well, let me think about it. Like, okay, so we go into the meeting, and we don't even start. We don't like do any introduction, nothing. She's like, and they call on her, and she goes, "I just want to tell everybody, I'm so excited. Lisa's going to teach me Reiki." I'm like, what? I'm like, now you're announcing it to everybody. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing it.
I love that.
So then I went back and I retook all the classes, and so but doing it through the eye of teaching. So I'm all ready for it. So now we're going to do it.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And if I'm like I said, I'm not committing to anything else other than that right now. But like, I just need to get through it and go, oh, easy peasy. Let's do another one.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
You'll be fine. You will be just fine.
Yeah, you're going to be great.
I think it's good to be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Whether it's uncomfortable conversations, uncomfortable
That's a good way to
situations.
put it. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so true.
Yeah.
I actually, I'm beginning to enjoy that. Like when I'm a little scared, I'm like, all right,
it's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
Scared as hell.
You need to be jolted in order to move
Yeah,
something
I think
needs
so.
Yeah.
to jar you and light that fire under your ass. You're like, okay, if I stay here, I'm gonna be stagnant. We're not gonna go anywhere.
I'm not going to
If
grow.
I embrace that scared change that's about to happen, who knows what's gonna happen?
I
Yeah.
know.
You know, it's like this was 2 years in the making. We finally said, let's do it.
Yeah.
And it's just been opening door after door after door.
What I have found, you just set a date for it, and then you have to do it.
Mhm.
Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts anymore. You can't put it off. You're like, oh, okay,
That's true.
yeah.
That's what
Set the date
we
and
set a date and
yeah.
just took off from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I feel like, okay, it's getting a little easier. A little easier.
Yeah, right?
It is.
It is.
It
I'm like, I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable. I am, but it takes a little bit to kind of be like, okay. Because the first one, when you start watching yourself, you start critiquing, you start over
I know I'm gonna do
analyzing, judging.
I'm sure.
I had to stop and be like, you know what? I don't care. Just be yourself.
That's it.
That's where I had to end up being. Like,
and then you're more relaxed, and then you're and then you're not critiquing yourself anyways because you like what you see because you're more relaxed.
Yeah. Like, well, this is what we're doing. Why am I critiquing myself so hard? This is how it was supposed to be.
And I know the purpose and the intention of why I want to do this. So then let me ask you, how did you get started in this kind of work?
Okay. Well, that's a sad story.
That's okay.
Okay. So
not okay.
I know what you mean. Yeah. So I was an accountant for 25 years, and I've worked for the same people for all of that time, and they would buy and sell schools and take me wherever they went. So I was just happy as a little clam. Plus, I got to work from home, so it was amazing. Well, that's all great and dandy. That's the backstory. Okay, so years ago, my dad had Parkinson's disease, and he was in a scooter, and he could barely walk or talk. Well, he couldn't really walk, and he could barely talk. He did this like little, like trying to get air out, right? And then my mom suddenly, she had a seizure, and we found out she had a brain tumor. So they were here in Brentwood, and I was living in Dublin. And my sister and I would split time. She would be here half the week. I would be here half the week. And it was just like this horrible time. Like anything that could possibly go wrong went wrong. Anything and everything. It was just one thing after the next. It was like I was fighting this depression thing, right, the whole time. And so my mom died a year and a half in. And we thought that was the worst thing that could ever happen. Thank you. And then my dad only lasted another year and a half. And well,
okay,
yeah, that's a funny story.
Oh shit!
But I'm not putting that on here.
Some things are not being broadcast.
It's like surely one goes after the other because it's like their
it is.
Like yearning.
So anyway, so they both passed finally, and my sister and I were like, okay, we're getting our happy back. This is our year. We're gonna go out and we're gonna do things and da da da. So we, sold the house and did all the stuff we needed to do and went to Hawaii. Like we were starting to get our happy back, And then like the next year, the guys that I worked for that I told you about, they decided they were gonna shut the school down and kind of retire. And I was like, oh, okay, well, congratulations. And I was like, what am I going to do? Yeah. So I was just like, okay, I will, I'll figure it out. Yeah, it's all good. And then 2 months into that, my oldest son died. And I'd been fighting staying above water for so long. And I just like crashed, and I just went into a deep, dark depression. Yeah, it was a fentanyl overdose. Yeah, and I didn't know he was really, no. So that's, anyways. So this is the story of how I got started. Anyways, so I was depressed for a couple of years. I didn't want to do anything. I just sat on the couch all the time. And one day I was kind of like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, God, either tell me what to do or take me, because I really can't do this anymore. And in the back of my head, I see a friend of mine that did Reiki, and I see her. I'm like, what? Like what? Like what? Like
why is this vision coming to me?
I'm like, well, no, it's like, that's your answer? Like, what? Like, I was thinking, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but that was not what I was thinking. So he wanted me to have a Reiki session. And I was like, okay, I'll go do it, And I did. I went, I made the appointment, I went. And so before I walked in, for years, depression weighs you down, right? Pushes you,
Yeah.
like, it's like gravity pushing you into the earth. And like, I'm a fun, happy person all the time, generally. And I had not been like that for years. And so I walked in like that, and she put her hands on me, and tears started coming out of my eyes the entire time. And when I was done, okay, some people, when they have Reiki, get really relaxed and can't do anything for the day.
Oh,
Some people get hyper. That's me.
I get relaxed.
It was like, I don't know what happened, but like the weight was gone. I was joking with her. This is the honest God's truth. I felt like I was on the biggest high I'd ever had in my life. I was like buzzing on the inside. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what this is. Like, I'm going to learn this, and I am going to do this for people because it's amazing, And then, like a couple weeks later, I ended up standing in front of the girl's teacher in like some city I never go to, with people I shouldn't have been with, and like it was just like God, divine, whatever. Because I just ended up standing in front of her, and she was like, "You have to do this," and I was like, "Okay," and it literally like just changed everything for me. So I signed up for all the classes. It took a couple years to get through them all, and it makes me happy. Like, I love doing it. I love doing it for people. I love seeing people happy. My favorites is the physical pains, because like because it's like, immediately, right? Like, I had a knee pain, I couldn't walk, now I don't. Wow, right? The emotional stuff takes a minute for people to get.
Well,
So
like you said, the mindset
yeah,
can
Yeah.
bring back the emotional stuff.
yeah. Okay,
So-
also funny story. Just sorry.
Oh no, please, we love funny stories.
Let's go to the funny story. Now that we have
When I
this
started with
story.
DNP, which is my networking group, they would ask me, "Well, who's your ideal client?" And I would sit there and go, "Anyone." And they're like, "No, you need to have like a demographic or
Yeah.
and I'm like,
I would say
but
the same thing.
but it's anybody. Like, anybody could use this. A child, an adult, up to 80, 90 years old, male, female, it doesn't matter, And so I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. And one day it just kind of came out, and it was like, I love me a hot mess. That's what I like.
I want to fix a hot mess.
Yes. I want the mental, I want the physical, I want the
Bring
emotional,
it
I want
to
the
me.
spiritual.
I got my healing
I like
thoughts.
a
I got my
challenge.
salts.
I bought a hat that says "Hot Mess, Doing My Best,"
Oh, that's cute.
and I wear it on days where I feel like I'm a hot mess.
I've actually seen your stories.
I'm living right now, and in my hat, and whether you think I look like a hot mess or not, I'm
So yeah,
feeling like
that's
one.
my ideal client. A hot
Love
mess.
I love
I love
it.
that.
So if you're a hot mess trying to do your best,
Give me a
I
call.
can personally
Yeah,
say
give me a
I've
call.
seen her many times.
Yes. Oh yes, I've seen you twice now, and like you said, you don't want to have to see somebody all the time now, but I've gone to you twice now, and each for different things. The first one, I really wanted to see what Reiki was. I wanted to see what you can do. I wanted to feel what it could do for me.
Yeah.
And in that first session, it was tears for me.
Mm.
I didn't say anything. I didn't have to, but I could feel the release. And it was just, and even you, I remember you even saying you're sorry for making me cry. I'm like, you don't have to say you're sorry. You're helping me release
Yeah.
this stuff,
Yeah.
And then the second one, it was like I knew I needed to go to you because I couldn't shake something. I felt something looming over me. I felt something blocking me that didn't want me to progress. And I was like, I can't get rid of this myself with what I do spiritually. I need to have somebody else do it. And you did that. And it allowed me to release those toxins, which is why I had a headache the next day. And I was like, okay, this is the real deal. But I felt so good after. Like, I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
Let's do
I
the
always
damn
feel
thing,
good afterward.
you know?
I've had to at least had a dozen,
Probably.
10 or so.
Yeah.
I don't know, more or less. I love it every
Mhm.
single time.
Thanks.
I love it.
Mhm.
I always sleep well. and I will go in there, and there are times you don't even know what's going on with my life, and I'm like, how did she know that?
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's always very fitting.
So can I go back to you
You
when
can-
you were
yeah,
saying that you
course.
had something looming?
Yeah.
So can I explain what Reiki is real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, of course.
So Reiki helps with physical things, which I kind of explained earlier.
Mhm.
The emotional stuff, which I explained about me,
Mhm.
right? But there's also the spiritual aspect.
Mhm.
And the spiritual aspect is the things, I call it the intangibles. You can't put your finger on exactly what's changed, but something has altered in your life that makes it better, right? So my first example of that is I had, when I first learned, I mean, I was on level 1 and 2. That's the first class, right? I had asked my old roommate to come over and let me practice on her, right? So she did. And um, it was nothing. It was like one of my first times just practicing. So she went home and then she called me and she's like, "What did you do to my husband?" And I was like, "What?" I'm like, "I haven't seen him. What are you talking about?" What? And she goes, "Well, he apologized to me." And I go, "Well, that's good." And she goes, "Yeah, 30 years. He's never once apologized to me." So, like, I was like, okay, something shifted in you. You present yourself differently. He responds differently, right? So you can't say exactly what changed there. Something changed.
Mhm.
Then there was a real estate agent that was like always number one in her firm.
Mhm.
And for 6 months, she couldn't sell a house to save her life. Like everything would happen. Things were falling through. She felt like something bad was happening, you know? And we did a session and she was right back up to number one again. So once again, don't know what changed. Something changed, right? So there's that I call that the spiritual.
Mhm.
The other thing I wanted to explain was the cord cutting and
Yes.
okay. So I mean that's not something that I do all the time, but it's just when somebody has like things happening.
Mhm.
So okay, you can have a cord with somebody and you don't even know it. And
Mhm.
it just kind of happens spontaneously. My example for that is two friends. They do everything together. So like they're just with each other and doing things. They're texting, they're calling, they're with each other. A cord will happen.
Mhm.
And that's all great and dandy. That's good. Until let's say one of them is going through a divorce. All of a sudden the other one feels tired and drained, and it's because all of her energy is going to that person, right? So that's not a beneficial thing, right? So people shouldn't actually have these cords. So I can find those and cut those, and
So you can keep the friends, just don't keep the cords.
no cords.
Just curious.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly right. And then sometimes, you know, I don't want to go into the bad stuff, but sometimes, you know, things can, you know, um, attach or that sounds like horrible because people go, oh my god, attach. It's like a lot of times I'll see these like um it's just negative energy. It's
That was just
nothing.
energy.
It's
Yeah.
just energy, but it's attracted to light. And if you have a nice, beautiful light, it's attracted. It's like, oh, I want that. And then, but then it's like taking your light and like, you know, so it just needs to go. So there are things that can go away that, you know, should be around you.
It's
Yeah.
like
So-
clearing your energy
Yeah.
field in a
Exactly.
way.
Definitely
Yeah.
helped me
Yeah.
with the cord cutting for sure.
Yeah.
Because I think that was our first session.
I think so.
And that helped me with something that I was dealing with at that time a
Yeah.
lot. And I honestly think that helped me remember who I am
Oh, good.
and find my voice again and realize that I wasn't the issue, that I was there for somebody who was just an energy vampire, so to speak.
Yep.
My cord was giving them too much of my light.
Yep.
And they weren't appreciative of it.
Give me my light
I
back.
want my light back. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
sometimes, like for me, I think it helped me release and forgive
Oh, nice.
because I'm actually at that place where when
Yeah.
I can think of my ex and actually wish him like, oh, I hope he finds love.
Mhm.
Oh, I hope he
That's
does
nice.
well. I
Good.
hope he's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I actually feel good about that too.
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes it's just a matter of that cord being that negative energy that you were still holding on to.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Or it's in your body from something that's happened.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then if you take that out, because when you take out those emotions, you're not getting rid of memories.
Mhm.
You're only getting rid of the emotion of the memory.
Yeah.
It's because the memory is part of you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and you need that. That's your growth and stuff, right?
Your lesson.
Yeah. So it gets rid of the emotion that used to be there so that you can forgive, which is nice. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. And forgiveness isn't for the other person.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, we
no,
all
no,
know this.
no.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
And,
Yeah,
you know,
it's a-
I like that you brought that up because I'm a stubborn Portuguese. And
I'm married to one of those.
and I mean, I can admit when I'm wrong. I can say sorry, when I'm wrong. But I don't like the other person to feel like they've won, especially if they don't find any fault in what they've done.
Accountability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I like that where you're doing it for you.
Yeah.
And they don't need to know. You know what I mean? It feels good. But for the longest time, I was just like,
Okay.
apologizing for nothing.
I always say, nobody's perfect, right?
No.
Nobody's
No.
perfect.
This would be an entirely different
you-
world if we were.
No. Well, nobody would be here.
I was going to say.
True.
Because
We
if
wouldn't.
you're
'Cause
perfect,
it's perfect.
if you're perfect, you're up there.
Yeah.
Like you have no lesson to learn.
Yeah.
So you have to be imperfect to learn your lessons. And when you've learned them all,
Put here for a reason.
you go to
Yeah.
heaven, right? So everybody's imperfect. And if you forgive for yourself, they still might need to learn their lesson. Okay, fine. But you're good.
Yeah.
You're not carrying that anger and
Yeah.
hurt.
No,
and
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not carrying it with
Yeah.
you.
That's
Cutting that
freedom.
cord.
Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I always say, I'm sorry.
No, this is what this is about.
I gave a business presentation, I don't know, last year or something like that. And I always sit down and I try to come up with comparisons and that sort of thing so people can understand, right? And what I realized was, what I wrote and did was kids have it right. Little kids have it right. When they fall down and scrape their knee or somebody calls them the name, they just cry. They get it out. It's done. They move on, right? As adults, we're taught we can't do that. And so what do? We shove those emotions inside of us, right? And then we end up with all sorts of bull crap because we've stuffed all these things. Just get it out. Yeah.
But I came across something recently talking about that. Is not everybody is ready to hear what you got to say though too, because we're all going through something and we have to be mindful of that.
Yeah.
I've tried to get into the practice. It's not necessarily asking for permission, but seeing if they have space to hear what it is that I got to say. Because not everybody has the space to take on whatever energy that you're going to be dishing out for them to listen to.
Yeah.
True.
That's very true.
Even though you're giving off energy, somebody's receiving that.
I kind of meant just go cry it out in your bedroom.
Well, yeah.
That's what I meant. I wasn't saying
But what I'm saying about that though is that you can go do that. Go cry it out. But there are some people who feel like, okay, I've done that, but I need somebody to hear me.
Yeah.
I need to be able to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I need to be able to feel like I'm not crazy. I need somebody to check me or help me or give advice or whatever it is. And not everybody has that space available. I've come across many experiences in my own life where people didn't have that space for me and they shoved them away.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there like, why? What happened? And I wasn't mindful.
Let's read the room.
Yeah. Even if they're not in the room, read the room, because we're all going through something. And
we are.
I actually recently said that to somebody and they took offense to it.
No, really?
Because I basically said, I'm not telling you to ask people for permission, but be mindful that whoever you're divulging this energy to, they might not have the space for it. Yeah. So you might want to be like, hey, I'm kind of going through something. Can I talk to you about it? That's kind of asking permission,
right?
Yeah. And they kind of took it in a way, well, I don't have to ask anybody for any permission, and they should accept me for who I am. And I'm like, okay.
Forget I said anything.
Exactly. That's pretty much what it is. I was like, okay. I was just trying to give you a different perspective that was a little bit more positive, and that might be helpful. Yeah. Although, because I know me as an empath, I can feel energies before they hit the room. Reading your text, I can feel your energy. Hearing your voice, I can feel the energy. I know you're coming. I can feel the energy. Entering into a room and it gets silent. I'm like, oh, shit, do I feel that energy? You know?
Yeah.
So I told her, you know, as an empath, it's like I even have to make sure that I'm making sure that other people have space, or I have space for other people, you know, because it's a lot of energy around us, a lot of stuff going on around us. And so I was just trying to help. And that was that.
Yeah.
So it's like some people can't talk to.
Yeah, it's true. It's absolutely true.
Or depending on, like you said, where they're at in their life or what's going on, or
And that's
emotional
when I
stuff
want
they've
to send
already
them
had.
to you to
Yeah.
come and
We
get
have
some
somebody
release.
you can
Well,
talk to.
If they're not open,
And if
Okay,
they're not-
that is
and
true
that's the
too. That's
thing.
true
And
too.
That's why I
Yeah.
couldn't refer them or offer any more advice, because they're already shutting things down. They're
Right.
already defensive.
They're
You
not
know,
ready.
So anything else after that, I'm gonna look like
Yeah.
a bad guy.
some people aren't ready.
And that's okay.
Yeah,
That's okay.
it's their path, and
Reach out to the ones that
you
are.
can
But at
only
least they
do
know
what
that
you
you're
can do.
here.
Yeah.
You know, at least they know you and others are here to help them in ways that aren't going to make them feel weird. They're not going to have to depend on a doctor, and they don't got to deal with it by themselves. Like there's
They
help.
need to have the want to get
Yeah.
better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
You
that
gotta
is.
Want better for your body and soul.
Yeah.
You know, hang on to all those things. I used to hang on to all those things.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
Oh God.
It is
No.
not
I
good
used
for
to
you.
say anger flowed through my veins.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
It did. It did. I was a
And
very
I
reactive
was
person.
repeating
Oh.
the same story.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
was repeating the same story over and over, and I was keeping myself trapped
Yeah.
in that same emotional bondage
Yeah.
because of my storytelling.
Yeah.
When I changed my story is really when things started to change.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I have loved watching your progression. Like, you are completely different from when I first met you.
Right?
I mean, in
Completely.
2 years, I'm like, well, I feel different.
She's finding herself again.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
finding and it's so weird because I'm like, I'm finding myself now, but it's
Doesn't
okay.
matter.
But we always level up
Yeah.
in different periods
Yeah.
of our
That's
life.
true, that's
especially
true.
As women.
Yeah.
Our hormones and all the things.
would
and
think
stuff,
so.
you
I think
know,
the
like-
older we get, the more we don't
Oh my
care
God.
what people
I
think.
actually-
We were just talking
So,
about that.
I
don't
love
care
getting
anymore.
older.
Yes.
Am I the only one that enjoys aging? Because
I
I'm like,
don't
I'm
mind it.
wiser,
I don't mind it at
I'm
all.
less tolerant,
Mhm.
but I have more boundaries than I've ever had
Yeah.
in my
You know
life.
yourself more than you ever have.
I never felt like I was allowed to have boundaries when I was a
Right?
kid.
I don't even know if I
Exactly.
honored my
Yeah.
boundaries.
No, definitely not.
To be
Honor,
quite
heck,
honest.
I didn't know I could have them.
Exactly.
So, like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll tolerate that. Sure.
It's
not
kind
anymore.
of like when you get older, you take power back.
yeah.
You're like, wait a minute.
I've actually have like broken up with girlfriends.
Good.
And I've
Mhm.
never done that in the past.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like you
didn't
might
either.
just kind of, stop seeing each other, but I've actually had to like break up with girlfriends.
Yep.
And
Whatever's
I'll
good
be
for
honest,
you.
it's really empowering
Yeah.
to go, I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
the
wish
same
you
thing.
well.
Yeah.
I did the
Our
same
paths
thing
are
with-
not
what's
on the
that saying?
same
The
track.
season, reason thing,
Oh, yeah.
friends for...
And it's
They come into
okay.
your life for a season, a reason, or...
But I think it's
Yeah.
more
Or
empowering.
life.
I would
Right.
rather,
Yeah.
though, instead of me gossiping about you behind your back,
Mhm.
be able to say, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm sorry, but it's just not working out for us.
Yeah.
That actually happened to me like about 2 years ago,
Uh-huh.
where I realized that I had to cut off a 22-year friendship.
Oh,
hard.
And I
that's
didn't
hard.
necessarily
That's
cut
hard.
it off. I just backed out of it
Yeah.
without saying anything. I knew that the
Yeah.
last time they were here was going to be the last time that they were here.
Aw.
It's okay.
I've learned to accept that
Yeah.
some friendships
It's
are not.
okay.
I've
Well,
learned to
yeah.
accept that. Like friendships do change.
Here's the thing, though. Sometimes, well, I don't know. It's not all the time, but like sometimes it's kind of like a death,
Kind of.
and so you have to
Yes.
like, grieve
It kind of
it.
is,
and
actually.
100%.
Yeah.
I've grieved friendships.
but good for you.
Mhm.
Well, I just have learned to accept that friendships can change,
Mhm. And that's all right.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
And I will also be accountable in saying that I have screwed up some friendships
I
and
have.
lost
I've
some
screwed
good.
up and I've
There's-
changed.
I've
But
lost
there's
a
always
good
the
friend.
chance for later on, after growth from you or the
Hopefully.
other
I think
person,
so.
that it can
If
come
it's
back
meant to
around.
be.
Hopefully, yeah.
If
Yeah.
I've actually, I mean, I have peace with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm kind of like, if we're meant to be back in each
Yeah.
other's lives,
Yeah.
it will flow.
That's
Because
how I feel
I'm
too.
really big into alignment.
Mhm.
I will have the right people in my life.
Exactly.
I
Yes.
don't need to have people in my
Nope.
life.
You want people there. You don't need them there.
That's
That's
a
what it
game
is.
changer.
Yeah.
I feel exactly what you're saying because it's like it's okay to end that.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I hate
It's
you.
still scary.
It is.
Like,
it sucks.
It's
you
good.
mourn. You wish they were there. You wish you can call them. You hope things will change.
Yeah.
Like I hope many of my female relationships will come back.
Yeah.
Because I knew a lot of great people, and I even though they've done me wrong, I could still see the good in them.
Mm-hmm. I'm like that.
And
Because
even
they
if the
can be
relationships
good.
don't come back, you can still wish them love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I
Of
mean? Like
course.
love,
And
pure
there's
love.
some that are
Yeah.
never gonna come back.
Yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
all I can do
Yeah.
is just wish them the best.
Yeah.
And I've always believed, like, sometimes they're not meant to come back because
No.
Yeah.
They
God-
taught you the lesson.
God
They taught
hears
you the lesson.
conversations
Yeah.
that you don't
Yeah, you
hear.
saw it.
There are reasons why some
Exactly.
people are not in your life.
Saw
and
and heard.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
don't force friendships,
God, no.
relationships.
I'm not gonna beg for
men,
somebody to be in my
I'm
life.
not gonna. No.
And that's why I'm so thankful to have like people like you as healers as an outlet to help me with
Yeah.
things that I can't
Thanks.
deal with because sometimes it can make you feel crazy. You know, like, is it me?
Yeah.
Am I the problem? You know, and then you go and you have a Reiki session or whatever it is, and then you're like, no.
Call it an attitude
That
adjustment.
wasn't me.
I've called them many things. An attitude adjustment. I've like, what was the other thing? Get a tune-up like a car would, right?
An
An
alignment.
tune-up for
It's
sure.
like an
My
alignment.
new one is like computers. Reboot with Reiki.
Oh,
that's
I like
a
that.
good
Thank you.
one.
Okay. I like
you
that.
need to
You need to
capitalize
hone
on
in on
that,
that one, girlfriend. I like that
That's
one.
a great
Reboot with
name.
Reiki.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh my god, I love how that makes me feel hearing that. Reboot with Reiki.
That one just came to me the
You
other
and
day.
Heidi got some good names for the things that you come up
Well,
with.
we all are in DMP. It
There you
helps
go.
us get
See, that's what I'm telling
inspired.
you. We need to join DMP.
We
as our
may be
podcast.
joining
Yeah.
DMP
Hey,
with our
I don't know
podcast.
if you know this, but you were speaking to the membership coordinator of DMP.
Oh well, we were thinking about.
Apparently, we
love
just
to
joined
invite you.
DMP.
We were talking about the networking groups that we've been a part of, that we are a part of, what we want to join, what we don't want to join. Not out of shade, it's just out of where we can put our energy and where we can't.
Yeah.
And DMP is one that is like at the top of my list.
It's a different breed.
It is, and it's been at the top of my list ever since my first meeting almost 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's entirely.
I've never
different
been. I've never
networking
been to
group than any
a
other
meeting at
networking
all.
group out there.
Okay, so you both
Please
are
explain.
invited.
It's every Tuesday. Is that
It's
correct?
every Tuesday, 8:30. It's at the conference room in
You changed
City
it.
Hall. Yeah, we moved.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so we do field trips all over the place every
Okay.
once in a while because the space isn't available.
Yeah.
But in general, we've moved over there.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd love to have you.
Can you tell us a little bit about DMP in case anybody else out there is
Okay,
interested?
so DMP is Delta Networking Partnership. We are a small business group that we are very dedicated to helping the community and helping each other. So it's not like the regular business groups. We are very, very close. Like we do a
I've
lot of
noticed
stuff
that.
together.
Really?
Yes.
We
Oh, I
help.
love that.
We really help
You
each
really
other.
do. I've noticed
Yes. We do one-on-ones with, I've done one with everybody in there, like at least once. But you get to know the people. So I try to do like one or two, sometimes none, but averaging out to like one a week. We keep it smaller. We're below 40. We have room for more though. And we really, really help each other. So like if we do things like when we work on elevator pitches so that when you're out in the wild.
Oh, I like that. That's
the
good.
First meeting actually helped me with my elevator pitch for my business.
Yeah. So you could
Delicious Yum for Your Tongue.
Oh,
Remember that?
I like
What was
that?
that?
No.
It was Delicious Yum for Your Tongue. So my first
Oh,
meeting,
how
we
cute.
had to get up and say one sentence about our business.
Yes.
And I said, I am Kristy with Kristy's Confections, and I provide delicious yum for your tongue. And the whole room was like, oh,
What?
And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that is a good one.
I need to write this down.
Yeah. So
Oh my God, I love it.
we do cross business presentations where people they will draw names out of a hat, and those two people that are picked get together and they get to know each other's business, and then they give a presentation for that person
I
instead of
love
their
that.
own, right? So you get to know those
Oh.
people's businesses really good. Then we have masterminds, which is like, let's say you have a problem and you don't quite know how to solve it. You can come up and present the problem to the group, and the group will give you just tons.
That's so much.
Yeah. So
So it's like your own chat GPT, but like 40 people.
I know, right?
Yes, yeah.
And local.
Yeah. Let's see. We do other things too, but they're just going
You
off.
do so much community stuff, is
And
what
then,
I've
yes.
noticed, and I
Yes.
Oh, they
love that
do?
about you.
So
Okay, I like
all
that.
of our
And that's what I
funds,
wanted.
all of our membership dues, all of our raffles that we do every 2 weeks or whatever it is, all the money will go back to the community. So we have like Denise. She's a member, but like she'll do a business presentation. Lauren Huffmaster from Adventure Therapy. She came and did one. We had one year we did a whole thing, because once a year we do a big fundraiser, and I sell tickets and do raffles and all sorts of stuff.
Fun.
And we did Give Back Garage, which is a police officer that trains kids that are at risk to mechanics, so they'll have something to do.
Oh, I love
I knew
that.
you
I
would
knew
like
you
this.
would too.
Yeah.
That's
I'm trying to think of the other ones. I don't know. There's a lot of them, but anyways, we have people that come in and give presentations, and then we give money out quarterly, littler ones, and then we have a big thing at the end of the year at Christmas. We figure out how much money we have, and we buy dinners for kids in the high schools. We buy like a certain amount of dinners for each high school
Oh, I
and
love
each
this.
elementary schools, and then we pick like 4 or 5, different nonprofits here in town that we give back to, and then once a year in May we do like a big fundraiser. So that one was, who did we do that one? Oh, it wasn't there. Michelle Guerrera. Her son has cancer and has for a very long time, so we did a big fundraiser for her. So with one of our members, Lisa Rossi, who owns Halo Farms out on Marsh Creek.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we had it out there.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
there. I went to that fundraiser.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
I was supposed to be a part of that, but something came up and I had to myself out.
Oh, yeah.
Couldn't be there for that one.
I mean, that is the one nice thing about this area. We have a lot of fundraisers.
Yeah.
We support our nonprofits.
Yes, we do.
I really love that.
Yeah. So DMP is like, it's unlike any other business group you're ever
very
going to be in.
Driven, and that's
Yeah.
what I love.
We were
You
talking about
guys
it
love each
earlier.
other so much.
Mhm.
Like you guys really look
Yeah.
after one another.
I can call, this was, once in a while you have to stand up and say what DMP is about, like what it means to you, right? And I always say that, if any of you called me in the middle of the night and told me to bring a shovel, I would assume we're planting flowers and come. Like, like, it's just what it is.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. Just let me know.
Oh my God, I love that. What a great answer.
I'll find it, but it's like, if you don't want me to find out where the body is, you just plant these flowers on top of your
Nobody's going to look there.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
If you had one ask right now pertaining to you and your business, what would it be?
Oh gosh. For people to come. Yeah. I love helping people.
I know you do.
will never get tired of it. Like, it's my passion in life. I just want more people to help.
And go ahead.
We want to bring more exposure to the Crystal Salt Cave.
I would.
So definitely, and if there's anything I can do to help facilitate and coordinate events at your place or collaborate with you, I'm willing to do so.
I love you.
So
You're the best.
I love you too.
And so,
And I love what you do, and I love what you offer.
I believe in what you do.
Thank you.
We're your clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Yes, you
So
are.
I know we talked about, your ask. What do you need right now?
Actually, what would help a lot right now is more like the yoga instructors and the Tai Chi Cha instructors and the people that rent the studio. If I had more of that, That would be great.
So you want to collaborate more with individuals?
Yeah,
in
but
your
not just
area.
like an insurance place that wants to rent it out.
No, you
like
need
more
people along the lines
Wellness.
of
Yeah,
More
wellness.
wellness.
Yeah.
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 I mean, because what you have is like a wellness center.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the Zen Zone. I
I
have it on the
can-
wall.
too.
It says the Zen
Oh,
Zone.
it does.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's the Crystal Salt Cave and Zen Zone.
All right. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Good idea.
We're going to be thinking of
I
some
know, I
events.
know.
I've got all these things going on in my mind. I know. I'm looking over at her.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. All this whole time, all I see, like I'm seeing you,
Mhm.
but I'm seeing these big Bambi eyes.
Because I am so excited for where I'm at.
Each one that we do, she just gets this
I am.
burst of confidence, and like she just really is
Even
stepping
like
into
last
her
night
passion,
when
like-
we were at Coco's,
Uh-huh.
I couldn't stop talking about the podcast.
Oh.
I'm talking to everybody about the
Good.
podcast, about the events. Like, what kind of events do you want around here?
That's
I
amazing.
mean, I told you I want to find out. I'm going to go see her on Monday.
Oop.
So, Lisa, I'd like to ask you, because you've told us what Reiki is. How does one know when they need Reiki?
So, do you feel a little depressed? Do you feel a little anxious? Are you sad? Do you have like just a stomach ache that bothers you here and there, or vertigo, or anything like any physical issues that you could be having? But generally, when you feel off, you feel like you're not doing everything you need to in life, and like things aren't going well for you. For any of those reasons, you should come in for a Reiki session.
I probably should have been there Monday through Friday last week.
Just Monday. It would have been
And to
fine.
touch on that, how effective would you say Reiki is compared to other modalities, like say chiropractic or massage or whatnot?
I'm not going to say anything bad about anything.
No, not bad. How
Like-
important is it as?
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just as important.
Mhm.
Like it should be a standard practice for most people. It's just people just don't know what it is,
Yeah.
and then a lot of people are a little afraid. Like, what is that? I don't understand it, so they don't even try it.
Yeah.
But until you try it, you have no idea what you're missing.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your emotions are going to go somewhere,
yeah.
especially if you don't release them.
Yeah. And then one more thing, actually.
Yeah. What's up?
Know your practitioner.
Oh, I
There,
agree.
so there are people out there that have just learned Reiki off the internet, which actually works for some
Yeah.
people. But if it's the wrong kind of Reiki, if it's not the right kind, then not the right lineage, it's not as powerful. It's
Mhm.
not as good. I don't even know what else to say.
Yeah.
Sounds bad, but it's not as good. So if you're looking for somebody, even if it's not me, okay, look for somebody who is a Usui Holy Fire Reiki master,
Oh,
okay,
Okay.
because they have been
Yeah.
trained correctly. They have the correct energy, and they can help you.
Okay.
Good to know. And this is what you will be teaching?
Yes,
All right.
and this is what I do.
So
love this.
as we wrap this up, what do you hope listeners will take away from your story?
Well, God's got you. That's number one, because He's
Amen.
never going to let you down. He was there for me when I needed him, and He teaches you lessons along the way, but He's always there for you. You know
It
what I mean?
brings the right people into
Yeah.
your life.
Well, He also molds you to be what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's not. But yeah,
Oh, Lisa.
did I answer it?
Your
Okay.
answers are not
Lisa,
right
it
or
was
wrong. It's
perfect.
what you
Yes.
I was
feel.
wondering if I answered
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Oh no,
Yeah.
you're good.
Okay.
So let's let everybody know how they can get a hold of you and
Okay.
get you some collaborations, some clients,
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
Yes, if you are a teacher of any kind of holistic practice or do any sort of metaphysical anything, I'd love to talk to you. Give me a call, 925-392-7258. That's the phone number of the cave. I don't answer after 9. And or you can leave me a message at on the website, which is not at Crystal, just crystalsaltcave.com. My Instagram is at crystalsaltcave. All very simple, nothing fancy. You can get in touch with me any of those ways.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I love you guys.
Thank you
You're
so much for being
amazing.
here
I'm
today.
so
It was so
happy
much
that you
fun.
were here.
It was so much fun.
I
Thank
know I'm
you for
having to
having
come over.
me.
Of Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
you're the
you.
best.
Thank you so
Thank you.
Another episode of the Open Circle. I was about to say the Crystal Salt Cave.
Showcase our new shirts
guys
here.
Check our shirts.
At some point, you guys should come down and do a podcast
We
in
would
the
love
cave.
to.
We will be.
We would love
Yeah.
to. That
We
would
have
be great.
I would
spoken
love
about
that.
being
On the
more.
list now.
Yeah.
Ah!
Stay tuned for our next
Bring the
episode,
talking
guys.
stick.
We're out of here.